Hello everyone, Irish Warlock here, and welcome back to part 9 of our Final Fantasy 16 Let's Play. We're going to kick things off in just a moment after I give a quick recap of the last episode. After discovering that Clive is the Dominant of Fire who killed Joshua 13 years ago, we went with Sid to look for Gav because we had sent Gav to look for the Road Dominant of Fire that we thought had killed Joshua. Gav told us that this road dominant is on his way to Rosaria, which is now under Imperial control. When we returned here to the hideout, we discovered that Jill had awoken and that she wants to go to Rosaria too, not only to track down this dominant with us, but also to go to Phoenix Gate to see what happened 13 years ago, which is what we are going to do now. Right, so homeward bound. Let's see how well this works out for us. So, the tree reads, rising waters transformed once fertile farmland into noisome morass, rendering it nigh uninhabitable to all but leeches and lizards. Sounds entirely pleasant. I don't think this is the area we went at the start of the game, back when we were hunting goblins with the two knights, but we'll see. Now it looks very different actually.
Rosaria. It's been 13 years.
But this breeze, the smell of the grass, it's just as I remember it.
You haven't been back either.
I couldn't. Bran did keep a close watch on each other in the Imperial army. You'd get beheaded just for knowing a deserter. The only way out was on a mission.
I see.
But mostly I was afraid. Afraid to go back.
I know.
But I'm here now. Thanks to you.
Ah, the little sweet moment between the two of them.
We should press on. That inn at the top of the hill must be Martha's Rest. Gav said the landlady's a friend.
But can we say the same for her patrons?
Imperials don't tend to take well to those with my mark. If anyone asks, I'm a branded soldier, sworn to protect my noble mistress.
Right then, off we go to Martha's Rest. Actually, let's just check the map real quick. So here we are. That's Martha's Rest, obviously up there. So there's a fair bit to explore and look around, and we've got at least one side quest. What a bird wants. Okay, sounds interesting. The Trans-Rosarian Aqueduct. All right. Yeah, let's head over. And some people on the road. Hello.
Look at the fuse on this one. Explains why there's a premium on Imperials.
Okay, don't know what that meant. I assume it's because I'm branded and it's something like that. Ooh. Hello. That's probably going to be dangerous to go fight it, but let's go take a look. A big horn.
How tall are you?
Oh, quick dodge. Obviously we got this new power last episode. We don't have any new ones either to play around with, but I think I might rearrange some of the fire ones and go back to that other like kind of group wave attack, just because we haven't used it in a while. I think I might keep heat wave and get rid of what's it called, rising flames. I might get rid of that one for now, just to see, just kind of play around with a bit of everything. Oh, gotta wait till after the fight though before I can do that.
There's a good boy.
And easy enough. You get anything nice? Yeah, some hides. Okay, yeah, let's change that. So it's less damage, but it's more stagger. So yeah, let's try that one for a bit. I don't want to get stuck on using just the exact same powers all the time. I want to put a bit of variety into it, you know? Are these dangerous? I don't think so. Okay, well, we'll leave them alone. We won't go around just slaughtering all the wildlife.
They never finished building the bridge then.
After what happened at Phoenix Gate, it didn't seem the highest priority.
And Rosaria looks like normal anyway. It doesn't seem to be terrible, but I suppose we have to kind of talk to the local populace and see what they say. But like,
Oi, stop and give me an hand.
please, the word is please, thank you very much, but okay.
Here, you couldn't give me an hand, could you? Typical. A bloody bearer. And just when I thought my luck had changed. Still, better a crumb of crystal than an empty hand, I suppose. Though it pains me to use another man's branded. Here, you understand me, don't you? I need your help. These blasted birds must have caught a whiff of my cargo, and now they've got me surrounded. And it's really late as it was. I've got something special needs delivering before the rest, but I dare not leave my cart untended. You couldn't run it up to Martha's Rest for me, could you? Needs to get there quick, mind.
Oh, alright, I'll be... Even though you're a bit of an ass, I'll be somewhat nice to you.
Fine.
That's the spirit. All right. Here. You hand that to the stable master and no one else. I'm owed a little something for it. If he gives it to you, pass it along to your master by way of thanks. Be off with you then, and don't go taking any detours on the way.
Got a sealed crate. What's in there? What do they want? I can't get in anyway. Okay, well... Actually, hang on. Can I open that sealed crate? Can I take a look and see what he's selling around? Heavy wooden crate nailed fast and branded with a courier's iron. Ah, no, I can't do anything. Ah, well. Hello. Now let's not get into a fight with them. Although, actually, no, let's go look at those houses over there. Just maybe there's something interesting, maybe there's not. But it's always... You don't want to stay on the beaten path for the whole thing, you know? You want to explore, see the world. Around the other side. Oh, some goblins. Okay, bit of a flashback to the start of the game.
Goblins. So if my first mission was in vain.
Oh. Poor Clive, all just moping about everything going wrong in his life. Well, to be fair, there's a lot going wrong in his life, so he has a good enough reason to mope, I assume. Or I suppose. Oh. Oh. Okay, quick heal, and then we keep on going. Ah, damn. Okay, a big heal. Ah. God, this thing's got a fair bit of health on him, doesn't he?
I'm glad you're here.
Right, down again. Come on. Hopefully I can get some replacement potions up at Martha's Rest, because I definitely gone through them very quickly just on one fight. Oh, come on. Come on, go down. Jesus. That was a ridiculous fight. It's just a couple of goblins. And the big guy, but still. Right, well hopefully there's definitely a place to buy some potions up on Martha's Rest, because we definitely need them. No, let's just leave them. Leave that. It's probably not that important.
Martha's Rest.
Martha's Rest. Grand so. Okay, everyone act casual around the soldiers. Hopefully they don't think I'm a deserter.
Do we take him in?
He's not one of ours. Look, he's with his master.
Ah, see, it's a good thing we have Jill here. Alright, well here's the stable master, so...
You get some rest now.
Are you the stable master? I was asked to deliver this to you.
One sealed crate.
This is for me, right enough. Not sure what some bearer's doing bringing it to me, though. Where's that fool of a peddler got to?
He couldn't come himself. His cart's surrounded by wild chocobos.
Huh. Sounds about right. He'll have it full of Gizal greens, no doubt. Crammed with him, if I know him.
Gizal greens.
Chocobos go mad for them, don't they? And if you forget to seal the cart up tight, the smell gets out, and birds come running from miles around. Don't get me wrong. They're a fine investment for a savvy merchant, especially around these parts. But you can't get greedy, as our mutual friend is learning the hard way. Still, I got my wares, and that's all that matters. Be sure to pass your master my regards.
Alright then, simple quest. I noticed a lot of people talk about like the side quests aren't like that great. Like they're pretty straightforward. You don't really do much in them. Like that one was literally just talk to one guy, walk up the road, talk to another guy. Which I get, like that's like they kind of feel like fillers, but I don't think they feel like fillers if they are expanding the lore and story of the world. Now that one like didn't give us a lot, but it told us something. It told us like we kind of got a feeling how branded are treated by the vast majority of people out there. Like both those guys were quite dismissive to varying degrees of Clive just because of his brand. So like small stuff like that I think is good to kind of expand the world and help immerse yourself in it. So that's that. I wonder if that's the capital over there. Looks like it could be. Nah, I think it looks a bit too far away. Or, sorry, a bit too close here and a bit too far away on the map, but maybe. I assume we'll go back to the capital at some point.
I wonder if Martha is as friendly as Gav claims.
Let's go and find out, shall we?
I think we can trust Gav's opinion of her. I assume this is Martha.
Honest work building the aqueduct.
Excuse me. Would you happen to be the landlady?
Depends who's asking, and why they have an Imperial bearer with them.
For protection, which hopefully won't be needed. If you can advise me on the safest route to the west.
It's your friend here I'd be worried about. Bearers don't have an easy time of it in Rosaria. Even a Stratton lad like him might attract the wrong kind of attention. And if he gets nabbed, it ain't likely to end well for you either.
Then we'll just have to stay out of the malicious way. Gav said you might be able to help us.
Follow me. Sorry for before. Can't be too wary of strangers asking questions in our game. I'm Martha, an old friend of Sid's. He said he had high hopes for a bearer who joined recently. I expect that's you. So, where is it you're headed?
For Phoenix Gate. We have questions that need answering.
Is that so? Well, if you want to avoid the garrison, the road through Eastpool's your best bet. Or it would be, if the bridge hadn't collapsed. A right bloomin' nuisance it is. We've had no trade with the village for weeks. I did ask our carpenter to take a look at it. But he went out on another job, and he hasn't come back.
Do you think something might have happened to him?
Fingers crossed he's just taking his time. The alternative don't bear thinking about.
We'll find him. And make sure he's safe. We both need that bridge repaired. Your carpenter sounds like the man to do it.
I see why Sid's got such a soft spot for you. If you could, I'd be in your debt.
You said that he went out on a job?
Right. He went down into the marshes to check on another bridge. The one by the Fallen Gate.
The marshes were dangerous at the best of times. We should hurry.
There's a ladder to the side of the gate. That's the quickest way down, if you've a head for heights. His name is Bernard. Should you find him well, tell him Martha sent you, and that he's wanted at the bridge to Eastpool.
Alright then, let's go find this Bernard fella.
To the marshes then. Let's find that ladder.
Well, it doesn't look like I have too far to go to get there, so...
Ready goes to East.
Here's the gate. And that must be the ladder.
Okay, well that was pretty easy. Oh. Okay. How did you two get down here? Like, especially you. How did you get down? Right, Jill, you gotta cut out the witchcraft. Like, we're trying to pretend we're not dominants here.
I don't care what your orders are,
Get away from me!
What was that?
I think we found Bernard.
It came from under the bridge. Come on.
There he is. Okay, let's fight some scorpions.
There he is.
Hold on, we're coming.
It's over.
You're finished!
Easy as pie.
Thank you, my lady. You saved my life.
Not at all. You're Bernard the carpenter, yes?
I am. I didn't realize my name was known so widely.
I'm a friend of Martha's. She asked us to come and find you.
Well, I'm very grateful for it. I just finished checking these piles when I turn around. I see a gang of slavering monsters looking to feast on my flesh. If you hadn't come when you did, I'd have been snipped into strips by now.
We're just glad you're safe.
I best go and give my regards to the landlady then, eh?
Actually, she asked that if we found you, we should beg you make haste to repair the bridge to Eastpool.
Of course. I said I'd take a look at it, but it clean slipped my mind. I'll head up there straight away.
Clean slipped your mind. Marta said it's been weeks. How do you forget to repair a bridge for weeks? Especially when it's like so important to the town's economy. Alright, we'll get to it.
The trusses are still sturdy. It's just a matter of replacing the stringers and relining the deck. I'll have it done in no time.
Thank you, Bernard. We were hoping to take the road to Eastpool ourselves. We're very grateful for your help. And sorry for asking this of you after what you've been through.
I owe you my life. Fixing a bridge is the least I can do. Thank you, my lady. And you too, son. You're with Sid, ain't ya? Me and him, we go way back. Not as far as Martha, mind, but far enough.
I see.
Well, I best get cracking then. You go and let Martha know I'm all right, and she'll have her bridge back soon enough.
We will.
Does everybody just know that I'm like with Sid? Is
The bridge will be fixed when it's fixed.
like, is it not a secret? Like, is Sid not trying to keep a lid on things? Right then, so are we going to sleep, or does Martha have more jobs for us to do? What is it?
Ah, you're back. What happened? Did you find Bernard?
We did. He's fine, and he'll have the bridge to Eastpool repaired soon.
Well, thank the founder for that.
It was lucky we found him when we did. The creatures out there are not to be trifled with.
It's the Blight's fault. They'd nothing to eat in the north, so they come down here hunting for food. He can't keep going out alone. I'll have to arrange a guard for him. But anyway, thank you. I don't have a lot to offer in return, but you're welcome to rest here until the repairs are finished.
We'd be delighted.
Can I get you a drink or anything while you wait? Flagon of Imperial gold, perhaps? Tastes like swill, but it'll slake a thirst.
No, thank you. I prefer the truth about why there are so few bearers around here.
Yes. There were more of them when we were young. Far more.
Is this the Empire's doing? Have they been sent away?
They have, aye. Either to the Legions or Oriflamme. Seems the miners at Drake's Head are having a hard time keeping up with demand of late, so the bearers make up the shortfall. Time was they used to dole out crystals like sugar plums even down here in the provinces, but not anymore. Nowadays, they'll jump at any excuse to confiscate our bearers so they can be put to work elsewhere. I always knew the Empire treated their branded like shit, but after seeing it with my own eyes, well...
Ah, Thea! Congratulations on the new arrival. And you got the little laddie with you?
It was a bearer. The boy I carried for 9 long moons. A bloody bearer.
Oh, you poor thing. You gave it to the constables then?
Just left it at the garrison, aye. Let them deal with it. Couldn't wait to be rid of the blasted thing. Been wanting it gone since the moment I found out.
Well, it's all dealt with now. So no harm done, eh?
Mum, he weren't my brother, was he?
No. But you'll have one soon enough. You just have to be patient. All right?
All right.
Oh, that's horrible. That's really just depressing.
Innit? Bearers may have been looked down on back in Archduke Elwin's day, but they were still human beings. Now they've fallen so far, a beggar wouldn't spit on them.
Still confused, like, what is a bearer exactly? Like, or a branded, like,
Since you're not drinking, do me a favour and
has
get
that been
out the
explained
alley.
to us?
There's a darkness at the heart of this world, and I'd have you see it.
And we'll see it at an abbey.
Glademond Abbey, on the shore of Sorrowise Bay. The abbot there is a friend. Tell him Martha sent you, and he'll show you what I mean.
Understood.
Okay, so that conversation over there just raised a lot of questions and not a lot of answers. So, it's obviously something they're born with. It's not something that just happens. Hang on, where am I meant to go? Okay, out there. There's no way to get to it this way. So, okay, I assume there's a way down over here. And let's check on the shop, actually. Maybe there's something interesting to get.
How do?
Or at least potions, actually, definitely.
There you go. Much obliged.
Grand, thank you. Yeah, nothing better than what we have. Cool. So, yeah, it's something you're born with, but not something you're born into. Like, originally I thought it was like really dark and bleak to say, but like just like a slave caste. Like, you know, my parents are branded and I'm branded.
Children were tested. That a bearer's fate was decided at birth.
And assumed it was best for all concerned. I know. But for a child to be blamed, to be hated by its parents through no fault of its own.
We knew nothing of what it meant to be born that way. Did we?
No.
Okay, well, Jill just kind of answered there. So yeah, I thought it was something like, you know, my parents are branded, I'm branded, my children will be branded, and so on and so forth. With the exception being like Clive, criminals. But it's not. It's like kids are tested when they're born. And if they fall short or if they show some sort of sign, they're just made come on. They're just given the brand and that's it. I have to remember to hang on, can I check? Oh, I can't check the lore thing. I'll check that now in a second. Maybe I can... I don't know if it's been explained to me. I don't think it has. But maybe it's in the lore compendium thing. I can see exactly what is a branded and... No, it doesn't say anything. Although I can... Actually, let's look at this. A nation occupying the western reaches of the continent of Storm, with Rosalia as its capital. When the duchy was left leaderless in the aftermath of the attack on Phoenix Gate in the year 860, the Ironblood seized the opportunity to attack the capital. Their campaign did not last long, however, as the Holy Empire of Sambraque soon returned in full force to stake its own claim, leaving the once proud duchy no choice but to submit and become an imperial vassal state. Okay, so that's basically what's happened here since we kind of left after the tragedy of Phoenix Gate. Landlady of the Golden Stables, a tavern at the heart of Martha's Rest. She is also a friend of Sid's cause, keeping the hideaway supplied with both victuals and information on developments in Western Storm. A second string to her business that she strives to keep secret from Imperial authorities. Okay. Alright, so yeah, that unfortunately we couldn't check what exactly brand it is. And I'm pretty positive it hasn't been mentioned. Okay, well there's the abbey up there, so let's get going. Will the chocobos attack me? I hope not. I really don't want to kill chocobos. Yeah, we'll just kind of stick on the outside, so we hope we don't have to kill the chocobos.
There's the abbey.
There's some spiders.
What darkness awaits us within, I wonder.
Let's go and see.
Will we take guesses on the darkness? Will we say... Is it hidden branded? Maybe, like, people that are waiting for... or waiting to be transported to Sid, or maybe branded who are being experimented on in weird, creepy ways. I don't know. No, let's just keep going. I say they're probably branded in there, just in what state they're in.
Good day to you. I'm afraid the Abbey is not open for public prayer. May Griga go with you?
We came to offer a donation. From Martha.
I see. Then please, follow me.
It's got a grim voice and expression there. I assume whatever we're about to walk into isn't that pleasant, so be advised, viewers.
I don't want to die.
Oh, God.
Something for the pain.
Are they dying? Are they... Is there a plague? The blight, maybe?
I don't want to die alone. It's all right. I'm here.
Who are these people?
Martha's bearers. She entrusted them to my care, that I might ease their suffering. To the extent that I can, for the time they have left.
The hell? They've been petrified, like turned to stone. Hang on, hang on. Okay, well we can see Bearer anyway. A person with the power to cast magics without a crystal. In Valisthea, men and women who awaken as bearers are enslaved. They are marked with a brand upon their cheek and used as tools, a cheaper alternative to scarce and precious shards. This system of slavery has persisted for centuries and has become so integrated in Valisthean life that few take pity upon the bearer's plight, seeing them as less than human. Okay, maybe we were told this because I vaguely remember maybe even people just in the background, like talking, mentioning crystals. So the crystals, people can use crystals to cast magic, but a bearer doesn't need the crystal, and that's basically turned them into a resource rather than a helpful member of society who's like respected. And the mage enemies we've been fighting, they use crystals to cast their power. So then what's the difference between a bearer and a dominant? Why is Clive and Jill and Sid different? Why, like, Clive is marked, but not because of his powers? Why make them, like, obviously it's the icon that has to be what makes it different, but why them?
The curse has taken them.
The curse?
All of them.
Hang on, will it now tell me about the... it is. Crystal's Curse. The Crystal's Curse, the price bearers and dominants. Oh no, that's not good. Pay for channeling ether through their bodies and the gradual petrification of their flesh. It does not affect those who use a crystal to cast magics, beginning with a stiffness and ache in the extremities as the curse progresses. Limbs are rendered immobile and the pain unbearable. At last the victim turns completely to stone and their body crumbles to dust. There is no cure. Jesus. Alright, SquareEnix, you know how to make a depressing world, don't you?
As it does every bearer forced to use their gift. With each draw on the ether, their bodies petrify, till all that remains is stone and pain, and so they are cast aside. There is nothing either Martha or I can do to change that, but we can at least strive to make their final hours a little more bearable. Have faith, my son, for you shall rise again and find the happiness denied you in this life. Thank you, Father.
Okay, well this guy seems to be a good man. Trying to make the best of a bad situation, trying to help as best he can.
I must offer you my own thanks for the medicine you so kindly brought. Now their final moments may be moments of peace. When next you see Martha, pray tell her that 2 more have succumbed.
We should get back to Martha's Rest.
Yes, we should.
So that was really depressing. God, this world is just bleak. I mean, every fantasy world is bleak, Elder Scrolls, Dragon Age, Witcher, even Lord of the Rings to some extent is quite bleak. But man, that is bleak. People just turning to stone and being used as a resource. Maybe this is gonna motivate Clive to help Sid and to try and make the world better. Maybe find his new destiny now that his planned one is kind of out the window. But anyway, enough of that. Let's get to Marta and let her know. Maybe this bridge is fixed and we can press on to Phoenix Gate.
Fresh cuts, fresh cuts.
Where'd you get these turnips? From over Amber. Make sure you're aiming that at the fish there, son. Keep them nice and fresh.
Okay, so yeah, we can see here this little boy is able to cast magic because he's got a crystal to do it. And so even dominance will turn to stone as well. So Clive, Jill, Sid, like, keep using these abilities and powers.
It was good, honest.
And they're kind of going to be on their way out. I wonder if that's going to come up in the story specifically for them later on.
Ah, you're back. Thanks for taking care of that.
The abbot had a message for you. 2 more have succumbed.
I see. Come upstairs. So, now you know, eh?
I've seen plenty of bearers die on the battlefield. But never like that.
And all because they were born different. The powers that be can't take away their gift, so they strip them of their humanity instead. Oh, there's plenty who pity a bearer's plight. But so long as we're content to sit around, weeping for those on whose broken backs we're carried, we ain't gonna change nothing.
And so you lend Sid your strength?
What little of it I have. Used profits from this place to buy the poor buggers.
So when the abbot told us the bearers were yours...
Aye, they're my property, at least by law. Any still fit to work fetch a price beyond my means. All I can do is care for those who are past mending.
Oh, she's just trying to help in any way she can.
But it's not all doom and gloom. Bernard's finished fixing that bridge for you. You can carry on to Eastpool now.
Hey, great.
You've got questions that need answering, ain't you? Well, I wish you luck.
Thank you, Martha.
Oh, I almost forgot. Sid and I have other friends in Rosaria. Wear this and they'll know you for one of us.
Slumbering chocobo seal. So that must be like the hanged man seal I got in Lost Wing.
Welcome here. You were right, Sid. It really is them. Lord Rosfield and Lady Warwick have come back to us. And long may they stay.
She knows who we are. What is Sid playing at, telling people that? What's his goal now? What does he hope to gain by telling people who we are? Like, it's... I thought like we should be keeping that a secret, especially here in all places. Oh. Okay, well, let's ask him.
Sid.
Ah, Clive.
Oh.
Where I left you.
Hurt your hand.
I did, aye. With 1,000 little lightning bolts. Can't fling them around the way I used to.
Oh, he's turning to stone.
Think of it as my decoration for long service and exemplary misconduct. that you didn't come here to compare war wounds.
We didn't.
Thank you, Sid. For everything.
If you want to leave, that's your lookout. I'm sure you'll have a long and happy life together if you stay out of my way.
Sid!
Oh. I knew a girl, back in the day. She was a slave to her fate, just like you. I wanted to save her. For a while, I even thought I could. But just because you think something doesn't make it true.
Sid.
I'm no savior. Just a conceited old fool. I talk about people forging their own futures. But instead of handing them the hammer, I beat them with my own. And if no bugger wants to listen to what you've got to say, you might as well keep your gob shut. But Clive, I will say this. You're not a monster. You're the same man you've always been. Accept that, and you may yet escape your fate.
My fate.
Look, lad, you've had a hard life. And I don't see it getting much easier. You might not be able to save anyone else, but at the very least, you can save yourself.
I'll try.
And Jill, I'm sorry we didn't get a chance to talk, but I trust you'll take good care of the boy.
Yes, I will.
Is that the last of it?
Aye.
We'd best head back then. Wouldn't want to keep Nan waiting. Ta-ra then.
And there seems to be new side quests available. Oh, there they are. Cool. So, that opened up some interesting. So I got a theory now about Sid and his goal. And there's also something I forgot to mention from the last episode I want to talk about.
Imperials do.
Let's talk to this fella.
Can't talk now, Oh, you're Clive, aren't you? Martha told me all about you. Word is you're a devil with that blade.
You look like you're in a hurry. Where are you going?
Not far, I hope. But I dare not waste a moment. It might cost a man his life.
Sounds serious. What happened?
It's not so much what happened as what might. They've discovered he's a bearer, see? And now, one of his erstwhile friends and neighbors wants to see him clapped in chains.
Where is this bearer?
He wasn't fool enough to wait for the Imperials to arrive. Poor sod took to the road, left his whole life behind. But they'll be after him before long. I need to find him and get him to safety, fast. Here. If you've the time and the inclination, I could do with a hand. Will you help me find him?
Sure. Just seem to help this guy.
We bearers have to look out for each other.
Thank you, Clive. With your help, we might catch up with him yet. His name's Norris. We need to find him and get him to Martha before the Imperials sniff him out.
You found him yet? You won't catch a bastard standing around clucking like old hens. That fucking snake played me false, acted like he was one of us, and the whole time he was one of them. We need him caught and handed over to the Imperials. Hanging's too good for him. Well, go on then. If he gets away, I'll see you fitted for a noose.
All right, Ronald. We were just leaving. Look, this one's here to help. I was just filling him in.
Ha! Send a bearer to catch a bearer, is it? Not bloody likely. That's it. I'll find the bastard myself.
Come on now, Ron. It's dangerous out there. We wouldn't want you to come to any harm.
You want something done right, you don't send a bearer.
Clive, this might take a while. You start hunting our man, and I'll be along once I put Ronald's mind at ease. Someone said they saw Norris heading for the Fallen Gate. Maybe you could ask if anyone over that way knows anything. We have to find him. Don't let him slip through our grasp.
Alright then, let's find this Norris fella.
Takes matters into his own hands. Bearers are hardly difficult to spot. What did he mean about being played false, I wonder?
That's a good question. How's he only being found out as a bearer now? Might as well talk and get this one activated as well while we're here. A fishmonger.
Here, you're that bearer who works for Martha, aren't you? Can you give me a hand? Curse my luck, I dropped my crystal off a cliff into the bloody swamp like an utter fool. Now, I've not got your knack, see, and I need that shard to chill my fish if I'm to take him to market. It's just a short climb down, I'll make it worth your while.
And you can't just climb down the ladder yourself? Obviously a catch.
Can't promise anything.
Well, just promise you'll look. Ah, there may be one thing I failed to mention about the crystal. A creature might have already claimed it.
There we are.
All right, eating it, but only my half, you understand. There were a lot of bog crabs down there. Nasty buggers, them.
Sounds like I need to break a few shells.
Oh, don't worry, there weren't too many of them. A veritable walk in the marsh, as they say. The ladders, right over there.
Okay, so I assume, yeah, those big crab-looking things, it's obviously in one of them. But let's go with this one first, anyway, and just talk to the guy down here. I think I've said this nearly every episode, but god damn, it is a beautiful game when you get to, like, big scenes like this. Oh, hello.
You don't know a man called Norris, do you?
I do, as it happens. He ran off that way not too long back. Looked like he was in a right hurry. And he had a lantern with him for some reason. Never known him to stay out after dark.
He was making for the marshes then. All right. Thank you.
Okay, yes, we can go down and get that and then slip under the bridge to kill some crabs. Okay, I said I had two things I wanted to bring up before we talked to the two quest givers. One, last episode we did see the robed dominant without his hood. Now that was us, not Clive. And I think he looks quite a bit like Joshua. Now, I'm basing out that they're both redheads, which isn't much to go on, but I think if you're designing a character who's very important to the story and has the exact same magical abilities as another character who died earlier in the story, you wouldn't make them visually similar to each other unless it is a story point.
A lantern. The one Norris was carrying, no doubt. At least I know which way he went.
Okay, so we're on the right trail anyway.
Someone made sure work of them. I wonder if that someone was Norris.
So yeah, is the other dominant of fire that's still alive, is that Joshua somehow? Although, oh, there's Norris, I assume. But we saw Joshua before Clive killed Joshua. We saw the road figure before Clive killed Joshua. So yeah, it just raised a lot more questions than answers, which this game seems to be doing quite a lot.
Norris, I presume.
Leave me be.
You were never branded. So that's how you stayed hidden.
Oh, okay.
Sent after me, did he? Set an Imperial dog on his best friend. And when we were so close. I'll never forget the hatred in his eyes. But it doesn't matter now. I will not become a slave. As one bearer to another, please. Don't do this. You know how they treat our kind.
Ronald didn't send me. One of Martha's men did. He wanted to make sure you were safe.
I don't understand.
Martha takes in bearers. She's a friend. You can trust her. Believe me.
I never knew. Can't say I'm surprised, though. She has a kind heart. Kinder than most.
Just wait here and stay out of sight. You'll be among friends soon enough.
Thank you. There's few would have been so kind. And... sorry. You're no Imperial dog. Far from it.
I've been called worse. Oh. I found a lantern back there. I assume it's yours.
Thanks. I dropped it when those creatures attacked me. But... if I'm honest, I wasn't all that sorry to be rid of it. Ron gave it to me.
All right. I'll keep hold of it. I might be able to use it to put an end to the Imperial search before it begins. A bearer without a brand. To have lived free for so many years. Only to be betrayed by a friend.
So it is possible for bearers to kind of slip through the cracks and not get found out. Interesting. So yeah, I said I want to talk about two things. First was, is Joshua still alive? Second is, the reason I think Sid has kind of recruited us and is trying to keep us around is, I think he's trying to groom us to replace him as the leader of the kind of gang, the leader of the resistance, whatever you want to call them, once he fully succumbs to the curse, because it looks like it's already progressed quite a bit there on his arm. Right, let's kill some crabs. But yeah, it seems to be his goal. I assume we're going to see Sid again. I doubt that's the last interaction with him.
That's it. This must be it. No point spending any more time down here than I have to.
Ran, so let's head back to these two guys and lock out these quests and then press on. So yeah, I think that must be it, that Sid kind of realizing his time was nearly up, but he wasn't going to get to finish his goal, his dream of creating a better world for bearers and dominants. He decided that the best thing he could do was to maybe find a successor who could do it, and he maybe sees that in Clive. That's just my theory anyway. A game theory.
Well, any luck?
Yours, I presume.
A fell crystal. A thin membrane of fetid muck covers this crystal, which still in its holder otherwise appears undamaged. Okay.
You found it! Oh, thank you! any longer out in the sun and my catch would have made for poor eating indeed.
Be more careful next time.
Oh, I will, I promise. No point casting my nets of a morning if I'm without a crystal to see the catch to town. There was a time honest tax-paying folk could get new ones whenever they wanted. Can't now, though, not for love nor money. Crystals are scarce, and the Empire tightens its purse strings more every day. Lose this little beauty again, and I might as well scrap my nets and take to begging.
So does each crystal like do one specific thing, or is it by choice? Like, could he use that one to light a fire or do something else as well?
Oh,
there you are, Clive. How goes the search?
Well branded. Have you found the bastard yet?
Only what was left of him. A corpse, torn apart by monsters. And this.
Let me see that. No. It can't be.
Shall we consider that the end of the matter, then? Or do you need to see a body?
No. I mean, I've no use for bearer bones. He's dead. Let that be an end to it. Only wish those whose job it was had done what they were supposed to do and spotted him sooner. Letting a bearer go about without a brand? It's not right, I tell ya. Who'll want anything to do with me now, eh? There goes the bearer lover, they'll say. I'll be a laughing stock.
Oh, boo-hoo for you.
Is it true, Clive? Is Norris really...
He's alive. You'll find him in a hut in the marshes. He's expecting you.
Oh, you crafty. Still, you did the right thing. Thank you. It's not much considering, but please, take this.
Right, well, I think that's all the side quests in the area. There's nothing out at the Abbey, and can't go out that way. I suppose I could explore more of this area, but maybe we'll come back for other quests. Or maybe I'll explore it in my own time off of stream. So we're to go up here, which is where that village should be, and there's a side quest on the way, so we'll pick that up. Onward!
I hear the levies are due to go up.
Ah, there you are, Bernard.
Don't you worry about them boards. I use good solid lumber. It's the base on the other side you want to be careful of.
Ah, they better be worried of me.
Martha said the blight had spread even further south, pushing yet more monsters down with it. I dare say we'll be seeing a few along the way.
Then we shall have to keep our wits about us.
So I'm guessing when the blight started, whoever that started, it happened up north, which started pushing creatures and monsters and like the beast folk we've seen, like the goblins and orcs and minotaurs, started pushing all them south, which is kind of screwed up just everything, like why, you know, maybe crystals are more rarer, and now I'm just gonna keep going. Oh yay, more spiders. Oh, I didn't mean to aggro them, but alright. I'm just stumbling into fights, but alright, let's deal with these guys as well. Hello. Well, they were easy enough. What's in the crate? So yeah, I guess that must be what happened. The blight drove monsters south, more monsters, and the blight continued to spread, ruining the land, just messed everything up, I guess. Like, you can actually see up there, like, look, these trees are all dead, the ground is much grayer and browner over there, so yeah, the land is just dying, I guess.
You there, over here.
Alright, mate, what's up?
Excuse me, I'll use that blade of yours. Ugh, curse my luck, I'm branded. No time to haggle with whoever holds your leash.
Seriously, come on.
That's the slumbering chocobo you're wearing. You one of Martha's, are you? Good. She won't begrudge me the use of you then. Well, there's wolves about. We tried dealing with them ourselves. Made out bait, think we might swoop in and slaughter the lot. But we didn't expect the pack to be quite so bloody big.
I expect the blight drove them here. They must have fled their homes for greener pastures.
We'd hoped empty bellies might make them easy prey. We'd made them mean instead. Martha's no fool, so she must see something in you. Do us a favor and get rid of them, will you?
Alright, just because you asked so nicely, like everybody else looking for help.
I suppose those wolves pose a threat to everyone.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about. I'd wager the greedy bastards are still over yonder, finishing off our bait. When you've seen to every last one of them, go and speak to my friend over the bridge. Bryce, his name is. He'll want to know if it's safe to come across. All right, off you go then.
Also, should I be censoring the swears? In real life, quite a sweary person, like around my friends and even my family. Although my mother doesn't love it. But I'm trying not to swear myself on stream because I guess I'm trying to keep this to roughly like a PG-13, at least for myself. But should I be censoring out these guys when I swear? I suppose maybe I'll look into that and see what it says. If there's any romantic like scenes, I'll obviously do a bit of editing and censorship, kind of stop that, because I'm pretty sure that stuff could get me in trouble on YouTube.
Bryce, let him know the road's safe.
And that was easy. Assume we're going the right way. Yeah. Let's just take a look at this building. Might be nothing, but it's only a few seconds off the path. Sharp bang, and I think that's probably it. There's something squeaking about. Probably just rats. Goblin coin. Okay, so yeah. Also, I've got stuff here that I can just trade for money that isn't worth anything else. I should really be paying attention to that so I can kind of build up my money and get some of the higher valued items. Alright. I suppose that's somewhat worth it, depending on how much they're worth when I sell them. Alright, mate. Are you going to be somewhat nicer than the others? I highly doubt it.
You, Bryce? What's it to you, bearer?
Hey, surprising.
You asked me to get rid of the wolves, so I got rid of the wolves. You'd have me believe a single bearer slew the entire pack. Then again, if you didn't, you wouldn't be on this side of the bridge. Bugger me, you're a tough one, aren't you? Oh, Frederick! You wily bastard. I never thought to pit beast against beast like that.
What the hell? Come on.
Served us well, bearer. Be sure to pass our thanks to your master.
I assume I can't just swing my sword and execute on myself right now. No, and he's walking away, so I can't even try. You're lucky this is an Elder Scrolls, mate. I'd come hunt you down and just strangle you to death myself. But alright then.
Look, the windmills. That must be Eastpool.
I remember coming here with Lord Murdoch when I was young. Rosaria seemed a very different place back then.
Yeah, look how different this place is from, like, the other side over at Martha's Rest. It's definitely less greener, more grayer and bleaker. So obviously this place has been hit by the blight. And like, yeah, even this village just looks a lot more smaller. No, not smaller, but quieter. Yeah.
Quiet, isn't it?
Yes.
You're Clive Rossfield.
Does everybody know who we are?
It's me, Hannah, Rodney Murdoch's wife.
Oh.
Hannah.
Oh, I knew it was you. You haven't changed at all. The Lord Marquis and Jill too. It's so good to see you both again.
It's good to see you too, Lady Hannah.
If you have time, you simply must come back to the house. I haven't much to offer, but what is mine is yours.
We should be delighted.
And you have been wandering the world ever since. I can well understand fleeing from those iron blood brutes, but oh, to take to the road at such a tender age.
It wasn't easy, but we survived, and
now we're back. It's wonderful to see you safe and well, Lady Hannah. Do you think you will stay here, in Eastpool? Rosaleth still enjoys the Mother Crystal's blessing, does it not? You could always move.
This house holds a lot of memories for me. So long as I can live here in peace, here I shall stay. Not that it matters. The capital is closed to civilians, by order of the Duchess.
Oh, she's still around, is she?
Or should I say, Her Imperial Majesty.
Oh,
His marriage
that.
to the Emperor of Sambrec heralded a great many changes here.
Yes. Of course.
So that was her game, wasn't it?
I didn't mean to...
Please.
Oh, speak however you want about her.
Would my mother not make an exception for you and your husband? Surely she would not refuse the Lord Commander.
Oh no, he doesn't know. Oh.
You haven't heard then. Rodney passed away on the night of the fire. He never returned from Phoenix Gate.
Oh god, he's just meeting, like, tragedy after tragedy, isn't he?
I'm sorry.
Clive.
My poor child. You look pale. All this traveling must have taken its toll. I insist you rest. We can talk later. Hmm?
Are you sure you don't want to sleep inside?
I can't. Not after what I did.
Lady Hannah said she would prepare a change of clothes for you in the morning. She really has been very kind.
Years of killing. 13 years without the faintest glimmer of hope. It was only Joshua that kept me going. I swore that I would avenge his death. That I would kill his killer. That was the only thing that gave my life any meaning. But if it was me who killed Joshua and Murdoch and all the others, then why the hell am I still breathing?
I ask myself the same. When I fought, hundreds died. There were so many bodies, so many lives cut short in their prime. That day in Dalmekia, I wanted to join them. I wanted it all to end. I couldn't bear it anymore. If living meant being that, better to be just another body.
I'm sorry.
Do you remember that night on the balcony, when we looked up at the moon? I said a prayer to Metia, and that prayer was answered. You came back to me. The heavens must have a plan for us.
Oh my god, kiss her, you dead moron. Oh god, what an idiot.
We should get some rest.
Right.
Good night, Clive. Sleep well.
Right then, she said we were getting new clothes. So is it? Yes, haha.
Perhaps now people will not flee at the sight of me.
You look just like Elwyn did when he was your age.
How did you come to have some of my father's old clothes?
That's a good question.
Oh, before Elwyn became Archduke, our families would often summer together. He and Rodney were like brothers. These clothes have been in a wardrobe for years, collecting cobwebs along with everything else.
Well, I'm very grateful for them. And sorry for depriving you of your memories.
Not at all. It's what your father would have wanted.
They suit you well.
Look like a total badass.
Thank you, Lady Hannah.
Yes, thank you. You've been most kind.
No, I should thank you. It may only have been for a short while, but seeing you again took me back to happier times. Fare you well, my lord and lady.
And you, Lady Hannah.
Okay.
The road to the north. It should take us all the way to Phoenix Gate. Let's go.
Let's just take in this total badass looking outfit here. Like, this is so cool. I've been waiting to get this outfit on since the start of the game. Let's just, get some potions and sell all that stuff off we don't need.
Buying, I'm selling.
Oh yeah, and I don't need that anymore. Oh, no. Oh, hell, I thought I was on sale.
Oh, I won't say no. Got anything else for me? Oh, I won't say no.
Okay, no, used in crafting, crafting. Can be sold.
Got anything else for me? Oh, I won't say no. Got anything else for me? This should make me a few gil.
Alright, back to purchase. Oh no, full on potions. And I can't afford that. Jesus Christ, 40k for a song, come on.
See you then.
Right then, the Phoenix Gate. Probably gonna wrap things up soon. Either when we get to Phoenix Gate, or if we have to go back into the map to get to Phoenix Gate, that's when we'll wrap it up.
You? Those are Elwyn's. By the flames. You're his firstborn. Clive Rosfield.
Jesus Christ, does everybody know who we are?
Oh, you can't fool me, my lord. You're the very image of your father. And that would be true even if you weren't wearing his clothes. The self-same garments Hannah was keeping for you, if I'm not mistaken. She always swore that she would never part with them until the day Elwyn's sons returned. And now that day has come. Why, you'll be able to take your bearers back as well.
My bearers. Forgive me, Master Mayor. I was a child when last I came to Eastpool. I didn't recognize you.
Oh, I'd be surprised if you recognized anything at all. Much has changed since Rosaria fell to the Empire.
not least for the bearers who once served her noble families. When the Ironbloods sacked Rosalith 13 years back, many who lost their masters fled here in search of sanctuary.
And never returned.
Aye. The plan was to send them home once we'd won back the capital. But then the Imperials arrived. Rosaria became a province of Sanbreque. The duchy was dissolved, and they no longer had any home to return to. Back in your father's day, any bearer who lost their master became a ward of the duchy. We'd hand them over to the sheriffs, and they'd be assigned a new position. But when we saw how the Empire treated their branded, we knew that wasn't an option. So they've been here ever since.
And now you want to give them to me?
They're yours by right, Lord Rosfield. Bequeathed you by your late father. And they'd be better off serving you than hiding here. Indeed, many of them used to serve your house, and still considered the Rosfields their masters.
I'm no one's master.
Good answer, Clive. Good answer.
Not anymore. They wouldn't be safe with me.
I understand. You'll forgive an old man his fanciful notions. Been daydreaming for too long. But still, I would ask a favor of you. A small mercy.
If it is within my power.
One of the bearers is an elderly fellow who still swears absolute loyalty to Archduke Elwyn. I don't ask that you take him into your service, only that you meet with him. Let him see that Elwyn's son still lives, and that he's as fine a man as his father ever was.
It would be my honor.
Thank you, my lord. He sits by the well most days, watching the people go about their business. If you could show him your face, I would be most grateful.
As fine a man as my father.
You're not so very different, you know. Especially dressed like that. Come on, let's go and meet that bearer.
Where are you off to, then? Or hasn't your master told you? Either way, I expect our humble village ain't your final destination. Not to say it didn't have stars. I think that tower, relic of the fallen it is, must have stood there 1,000 years. And in all that time, no one's ever been inside. Mysterious, eh?
Bet that's foreshadowing for something down the line. Right, where is this old man?
He's not here.
Well, I can't leave without meeting him. I've let the mayor down once already. It would be cruel to disappoint him again.
All right, let's ask around. Someone must have seen him.
Well now, unfamiliar faces. What brings you to Eastpool, travellers?
We're looking for an elderly bearer. You wouldn't happen to have seen him, would you?
Ah, you mean the old boy who always waits by the well?
Yes, that's him.
What business do you have with him, if you don't mind me asking? You're not from the capital too, are you?
We are, in a way.
Well then, it's a pleasure to meet a fellow Rosalithian. I was born and raised down Market Street. And never would have left if Archduke Elwyn had survived the fire. It wasn't the same when the Duchess took over, though. All the beatings, the evictions, the levies going up and up and up, even as the blight took half the harvest. Oh, listen to me, telling you what you already know. I'm sorry. And I'm afraid I can't help you with your bearer either, though I doubt he'll have gone far. He comes here every day, almost as if he's waiting for something.
We'll keep asking around then. Thank you.
Right, so at the start I said it seems like Rosalith is doing pretty well, and now it's pretty evident it's not. It might look nice in some parts, but dig a little deeper and it seems things are going just worse and worse, and we can blame our mother for it.
Good day, milady. What can I do for you?
I'm looking for a bearer, an elderly fellow who used to serve the Rosfields. Have you seen him?
Ah, that old loon. No sign of him today. Funny, he's usually down by the well at this hour, cooking up his fantasy feasts.
I'm sorry?
Oh, he worked in the kitchens at Rosalith Castle back in the day. Still thinks he's there now. You'd often hear the poor fool chatting away to the Archduke. Living in a dream he is. But better there than here, I suppose. Can't imagine the Vicereine stopping to trade tales with a bearer. Can you?
No.
Anyway, you'll be round here somewhere. Doubt he has the path to stray too far.
Thank you. We'll keep looking.
Hey, hold on a mo. Young Patrick, the chocobo keeper, might know where he is. He's taken the old bird under his wing, so to speak. He'll be in the stables. You should go and have a word with him.
Patrick the chocobo keeper. Thank you. We will.
I'm sorry, Jill, for making you do all this in my stead.
It can't be helped if we're to keep up the pretense. Come on, let's head for the stables.
Right then. I'm guessing just by talking to people, it obviously they miss the old days of the Rosalith family ruling. Maybe that's setting up for an end game.
Where the bloody hell's he got to?
Excuse me, but is something the matter?
It's this bearer I've been minding. I take my eyes off him for 1 minute and he disappears. He's not in his usual spot by the well, nor anywhere else in the village.
You must be Patrick.
I am, but...
And this bearer you're looking for, he's an elderly man who used to work in the Rosalith Castle kitchens, yes?
That's the fella. How do you know all this? I've never seen you in Eastpool before, but you seem to know the place better than I do myself. So that's how it is. Well then, if you're acting under orders of the mayor, you're on about to help me find him. He's been losing what little sense he had left of late, saying the sheriffs are coming to collect him, and that he needs to go back to the castle. I was supposed to watch over him, keep him out of trouble. But if he's walked out on us, there's not a lot I can do.
Understood. You keep searching here, we'll look for him outside.
Thank you. I'm in your debt.
I hope he hasn't wandered into trouble.
Let's just concentrate on finding him.
That's... okay, yeah. We're just around here first.
Still no sign. Could he have strayed even further?
Alright, well he's just around here, supposedly. There he is.
There's someone over there.
It might be him. We should hurry. Company.
We can't lead them to the old man. They need to die.
Agreed.
Ah, that was a waste.
That's enough. Stay down. You lose. Are you all right, my friend? Come on. Let's go home.
Your Grace, you came for me. I waited for you so long, but you finally came.
I'm not who you think.
Clive.
Yes. Pray forgive my long delay.
It's nothing, Your Grace. I prayed to the Founder that you would come, and at long last, he answered. Will we be returning to the castle, then? There is still a place for me in the kitchens?
No, my friend. We will not be returning to the castle, not yet. I'm on a very important expedition, one which may take some time. Could you wait for me in Eastpool until my journey is complete? I will come back for you then. I promise.
Of course, Your Grace. For you, I would gladly wait until my dying day.
Thank you, both of you. You've been most kind. The memory of serving the late Archduke was as one light in the darkness, and now that light burns a little more brightly. It's nothing but a fantasy, of course, but it's better than the truth of the matter. A damn sight better. The blight is on our doorstep. Our harvests are failing. The people are leaving in droves. If it weren't for Lady Hannah selling half her worldly goods to provide for the few of us who stay behind, we would long since have starved. We want to keep the bearers safe here, we really do. But unless a miracle happens, we won't be able to spare a crust of bread to share between them soon enough.
Is it really that bad?
So bad, I even petitioned the Imperial garrison to take them. But when they found out where they'd come from, they damn near spat in our faces. Ducal dogs, they called them. Enemies of the Empire.
I know a man named Sid, who would gladly give a home to any bearer in need of one. Leave this with me. As soon as I return from Phoenix Gate, I'll speak with him.
Thank you, my lord. Will you be passing through Eastpool on your way back? I should very much like to speak with you again, if you have the time, regarding the future of the village, and what might be done for Lady Hannah. After all she's done for us.
Yes, of course. I'll be back anon.
Fare you well, my lord, my lady. I wish you a safe journey.
So yeah, it just seems like a lot of people are trying to make the best of a bad situation and help people in need. It's not actually nice to see now that the game is showing off that not everyone treats the bearers with such disdain and like malice, that there are people like Sid, apart from Sid.
The are aptly named.
I didn't realize they were this close.
No wonder their crops are failing. The blight is leaching the ether from the soil. And when the last drop is drained, their fields will turn to this. No plants, no animals, no life.
And no monsters. I suppose that's one small mercy.
At least that'll make it easier to get across here. I also wonder now, we've got Sid trying to create a new world that's essentially safe for dominants and bearers.
Magic here.
What?
Another thing to worry about. As if the absence of ether didn't cause enough problems.
Take away the land's life force, and problems are all that's left.
Ooh, that's not good. But anyway, we've got Sid, who's trying to create a new, better world for everyone. And we've got a nation whose long-lost heir has come back. I think I'm starting to see a possibility there.
I can hardly imagine what this place used to look like before the blight took it.
I remember. It was beautiful.
And there she is.
Phoenix Gate. Where it all went wrong.
Come on, Clive. It's time to discover the truth.
So there's the dim where we are now, and there's Eastpool. And there is Phoenix Gate. Untouched in the many winters since the stronghold's fall, the scars of the fateful night linger still upon her walls. Well, I think this is where we're going to end things now. Quite a long episode today. Probably be aiming for most episodes to be this length, or at least maybe a little bit shorter, we'll see. I hope you've all liked this video. Do leave a like and a comment if you did. It would be greatly appreciated. What do you guys think is going on with everything? Is Sid setting us up to take over the group after him? Is he setting us up to take back Rosaria and create a nation that is more tolerant for bearers and dominants alike? What is our mother playing at? She said back like in a previous episode that she was working for him or with him. Didn't really allude to who him was, when now we know him to be the Emperor. Yeah, a lot going on. Also, I want to say a thank you to everyone who has subscribed to the channel so far and has been leaving likes and watching the videos and leaving comments. It's all so greatly appreciated. It's great to see that people are engaging with the channel and liking what they see. I said in the past that I was kind of just testing this out and seeing how it goes, and obviously if there's people liking it, then I'm going to keep doing it. Also, down in the description of this video and all videos going forward, you'll see a link to my Twitter. You can follow me there to stay up to date on other stuff I'm working on. And you can check out my Medium account to see some written articles I've been doing over the past I think 2 years now. Nearly 2 years, yeah. I've been doing some self-published articles, so you can go check me out there. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to the channel to stay notified on everything going on going forward. And I'll see you all next time.